Ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple of special guests joining us in our media center. To my immediate right, Brantley Gilbert, who has been on the road and in the air this week, about as much as Kurt Busch has. We'll talk about that in just a second. And of course, more. And Kyle Larson, who just finished qualifying for today's History 300. And Kyle, you're in here because you've got a little something special on the back of that car. Why don't you tell us about it with your special guest here? We just took some good pictures.
Yeah, I got Brantley's face on the rear deck lid, so he was saying hopefully he goes fast so they can't see his beard or something. But yeah, so we start up front, so hopefully just keep it up there and get a win with him on there. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. One of the sponsors is Big Machine Records for Kyle's car this weekend. And not only on the car today, but Big Machine is also representing Brantley and the new album that he's released this week on Jamie McMurray's car with Earnhardt Ganassi Racing tomorrow for the Coca-Cola 600. So pretty excited about that. So Kyle, is this the first time you guys have just said hello to one another?
Yeah, it's the first time I've met him. And I was telling him usually when I meet celebrities we don't have a big photo session out there, so he's probably pretty important. And it was cool. And like I said, hopefully we have a good day for the Ineos Chevy and can get a win.
Yeah, well, it looked good out there earlier, so good luck this afternoon with the History 300. We're excited about that. Brantley, really quick with you. Now, you are doing the double this weekend. You're going to be in Indy. You've already been on the road and in the air a lot this week promoting the new album, Just As I Am. Your single, Bottoms Up, already hit #1 a ways back, and now the album is expected to be #1 on the country music charts this week and probably #2 overall, I'm told, with all genres. So you've got to be pretty excited about that.
I am pretty excited. We're behind Coldplay, but we're in front of Michael Jackson. So that was pretty awesome, I thought. But no, we got to hang out a little bit outside, and we got to watch him a little bit, and he looks quick. So we're really looking forward to the race. This week, we got a little, challenge going on with Kurt. So I hope he's ready. Because I found out, see, we're going mile for mile up until we play the double. And I found out he took 2 flights yesterday. So I've got my team on it. We're looking to make sure that was business and not pleasure, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Well, speaking of pleasure, we had the opportunity to host you just a few weeks ago, and Kevin Harvick gave you your first stock car ride along around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Talk a little bit about that experience being in his car out on the track.
It was awesome, man. Those race suits, though, they don't work real well with cowboy boots. So I had to tuck my little race suit down in my boots. They thought that was pretty funny, but, I mean, that's how we do it back home. But I actually had my cell phone out taking a cell phone video because I've always wanted to see how close you guys get to that wall. It was close. It was real close. But, no, we had a lot of fun and went pretty fast. I got to say, though, you skint that track up a minute ago. Me and you may have to go for a ride. Y'all give him the keys to that 2-seater they got.
You'll see me. I'll be up on the top side later, so I'll probably get a little bit closer than Kevin did.
I heard that, man. Here we go.
That'll be good. Okay, now, Brantley, talk a little bit more about your schedule now from today and looking ahead to tomorrow. Of course, you're going to be our pre-race concert headliner here tomorrow for the Coca-Cola 600. That show will be on the front stretch at 4 p.m., but you've got a lot happening between now and then, and tell us about that.
Well, we're actually on a CD release ride right now, and we're doing, it's called Athens to Arlington, but we teamed up with a foundation called Folds of Honor that's dedicated to helping the families of soldiers, wounded and lost soldiers. And we're actually traveling from different cities, probably around 70 to 100 miles apart, stopping at different locations, and, Folds of Honor is presenting a scholarship to a family at every stop. And that kind of got us here today, and as soon as we leave here, we're going to fly out to Iowa and play a show, and then tomorrow morning we're going to fly to Indy and do some stuff at the Brickyard, and then I actually get to ride a helicopter out of the infield. I'm pretty excited about that.
There you go.
And then we're coming here to try to rock the field a little bit for you.
All right. So you're going to get our fans revved up tomorrow before these guys get them revved up on the track, right?
That's what the plan is. I hope it goes down like that.
Very good. Kyle has got to get back to the garage here pretty quick. Does anyone have 1 or 2 quick questions for Kyle Larson, and then we're going to have to let him go? Okay, if not, then what we'll do is you guys stand up here for just a second. We're going to get a quick photo with you right here, and then Kyle will take off, and Brantley's got a couple more minutes. Good? All right. Kyle, thank you so much. No, thank you guys very much. All right. So, Brantley, you said you have been on this whirlwind for this week. It's going to culminate with you here at the Coca-Cola 600 tomorrow. You know, talk a little bit about looking ahead again to play in this concert on Memorial Day weekend. I know you're very connected to the military. You talked about what you were doing with Folds of Honor. Very special to have you here with us tomorrow, especially on this particular weekend.
Definitely, you know, in NASCAR, I've seen a lot of support towards the military as well. So, you know, I'm just happy enough to be a part of a race that has so much history and things behind it. And you know, this is kind of a different world for me. I don't know a lot about, you know, when you get me on the infield. I like watching on TV and I like watching the races. I've been, you know, going from whole life as a kid, but I never dreamed I'd be playing a concert on the front straightaway before this one. So I'm honored to be a part of it, and honored to be able to, you know, really say what we're doing as far as the ride and being teamed up with Folds of Honor and teamed up with the military. I'm a pretty proud cat right now.
Now, why don't you tell our media members some of the stuff that you told me about how you grew up watching dirt track racing and how you kind of grew up a race fan in Georgia and what your dad was doing, how he was kind of connected to racing when you were coming up.
Yeah, we had, at the time, it was the fastest half-mile track in Georgia, and it was about 10 minutes, well, 5 minutes from my house. And every Saturday night, you know, we'd go watch the races. And my dad actually used to work in a pit crew when the Hooters Cup was called the Hooters Cup, I think. Worked with a guy named Scott Sutherland, a driver named Scott Sutherland. So we traveled around with him and just being around it, you know, being in the infield. And you know, I'd never watched a race from the infield, and I got hooked on that. And that's the only place to watch one in a dirt track. We hung out at the dirt tracks, and, you know, it's just kind of been one of those things around my hometown. It's just racing is a passion there, and it's everywhere. And you know, we had a good time with it.
I'm going to have to share Brantley's quote when he got out of the car with Kevin after Kevin gave him a couple of laps around the speedway a few weeks ago. The first thing he said when he got out, he said, "Man, that guy is badass."
He was moving, man. That was quick.
I know. And for those of us that know Kevin Harvick, that's probably a pretty good way to describe him. Well, look, really quick, do we have any questions from our audience for Brantley Gilbert before he takes off? Yes, Deb.
Deb Williams with RacingToday.com. In regards to your ties with the military, have you ever gone to Rolling Thunder in Washington on Memorial Day Sunday? And if not, have you ever thought about going to it?
That's funny you asked that. That's actually where we're ending up Monday. When we leave here, we'll be on the way to Arlington. And we'll be there placing a wreath for Memorial Day at the cemetery there. So that's where we're ending up.
Very good. Okay. Yes.
Sorry. Pete Iacobelli with AP. You talked about doing the double. Have you talked to Kurt Busch at all about his experience at trying that, and any chance you're going to hook a ride with him on the plane back here?
We're not riding the same plane. We're in competition right now. And I don't know if Kurt knows it or not, but I'm taking this real serious because I'm real competitive. He's a race car driver, and we're ahead on miles right now. And like I said, he took 2 flights yesterday, so we're looking into that to see. But no, it's been a pretty fun thing. We got to hang out the other day, and he's a really great guy. You know, you watch these drivers on TV and things, and it's the same thing with singers. You see these guys out and playing shows, and you see them on TV, but you never really know what they're like till you get to meet them. And I've got to say, I hadn't met a NASCAR driver I don't like yet.
Very good. Okay. Anything else? All right. Well, if you haven't checked it out yet, I'm sure you've already heard the single bottoms up. It was all over the last couple or 3, 4, 5 weeks. It's been out there for quite a while. Just As I Am, the new CD and album released this week, and now that's already climbing the charts. So congratulations on all that success. We can't wait to have you back here tomorrow to kick us off for the Coca-Cola 600, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So Brantley Gilbert, thank you.
Thank y'all so much, man.